November seems to change things early on. You're going to start feeling more positive because the help that's going to be available to you is the Sun card. So the Sun card has a lot of associations with rejuvenation, promotion, graduation, moving to the next level, celebration. Also has connections to children, but good times with children. Being able to spend time with children and enjoying that time, having a good interaction with them. And also we've got I was here next to the Sun card. So this indicates anything you've been waiting on or working towards, your efforts haven't been in vain, kind of going along with what the Star card was saying. Whatever it is that you've been focused on, putting your efforts into, is going to pay off in a big way. All of the difficulty will have been worth it, even if the difficulty was just working out plans with a co-parent or, for the kids for the holidays, even if it's that minor. Because again, I'm talking to a lot of people, so that, it'll be minor for some of you and just, irritations dealing with someone you don't particularly want to deal with, but then the result will be very happy and worth the pains or the effort, the focus. Same if it's a promotion, or same if it's like filling out a lot of paperwork, or going through a long legal situation. November, the wait will be over, I feel like, for many of you by the end of November. Those of you who've been waiting on a big change, or something that's going to change your life for the better, or something that's just going to put your mind at ease. So that, because you don't have to keep going through the motions, or you don't have to keep dealing with it. It'll finally be put to rest. What must be accepted about the month of November? The Death card is here. But I mean, these are good changes around this, given the runes that are here. So, this can be the end of a cycle, but also a new beginning, and it can be a bit unexpected. This is the position that is often, it's what must be accepted because it's usually dependent on other people. So we don't have control over those situations. We can only control our reaction, right, to other people's behavior or what's going on with other people. So this can manifest as a physical death, but for those of you that it does, I feel like it has already happened, but you're getting a communication from this person. So, and they're going to be a new spirit guide for you. They are going to be, you could find that you're dreaming about someone that passed away earlier this year, or, having long conversations with them. Or if you meditate, you could find that you're getting visitations in your meditations with this person. But, you're going to feel like this person is with you, that you're getting messages from them. So, this message coming through that's going to help you doesn't just have to be from, someone here on this plane. For many of you, it will be coming through a protective, positive influence that who passed away, one of your relatives or a close friend, someone you miss. But yeah, it could be one of those, you definitely won't expect it if it's coming through in that way. It'll be one of those things where you have you wake up from a dream and you're like, wow, that was so real. It did not feel like a dream, or, maybe you don't even remember your dreams too often. Water signs tend to be very kind of in touch with that and can do a lot of work in dreaming. But yeah, so not everybody, certainly not a general thing that everybody can do. So, so those of you that don't remember your dreams very often, this is going to be have more of an effect on you. So definitely write it down if you have that. Even if you do have to kind of get up at 2 a.m, and you might want to put a notepad and a pen by your bed, Cancer, if you don't already have one there, so that, or your phone, so you can put it in the text notes or whatever. Because whatever message you get is going to be precognitive. I feel like it's going to be helping you maneuver the rest of the year, maybe beyond, guiding you to something that's going to be very beneficial for you, whether it's a job, a new location, a move. Someone's going to be helping you out. giving you a very specific name or message. I feel like for some of you, you're going to get the name of a company, you're going to get the name of a town, you're going to get something of that nature through a meditation or a dream in which you're interacting with someone that you knew in this life. Maybe a grandparent or a parent, someone that you miss. I do feel like for many of you, this could be a female spirit. So a mom, a mother, a grandmother, an auntie, someone that you were close to in life. For those of you that it is not a spiritual message, although I feel like if you open up to it, all of you would get that. But, we're not all as open. Not everybody will remember the dream. Doesn't mean you won't have it, but you may not remember it. For those of you that's not the case, you could really... someone could kind of come to your rescue. And again, it would be a friend. It would be a female friend, or for you Cancer guys, it would be your wife or your girlfriend. It's almost like they rescue you from a negative situation, or even, something quite dangerous. So, and guys, I know that, sometimes you feel women are a little bit too worrisome over something, or over things like, driving fast or things like that. For some of you, I feel like it does have something to do with a car or a vehicle, since we have Rido here. That can rule vehicles. So yeah, if your wife or your girlfriend has driven your vehicle somewhere, they're like, oh, it's making a crazy noise, and you're planning to go somewhere in it, and they say, I don't think you should drive it. I think you should get it checked out. Please do heed any warnings, because, it could save you a loss. And I feel like many of you will. Most of you will. You'll be like, you will take this person seriously and take their warning, heed their warning. For others of you, this doesn't have to have anything to do with vehicles. It could have something to do, it could really have something to do with someone, advising you against doing something or going a certain direction, but it's going to resonate with you, because maybe you are feeling a little bit ambivalent about it as well, or a little bit undecided about it. And then this person that you really trust, who maybe is very intuitive, or who is kind of psychic, or just has gifts in that way, or that they're always looking out for you, so that you know that any advice you get from them, it's coming from a good place because they care about you. Listen to that, Cancer, in the month of November. But for others of you, I just feel like this is a big change coming, that you have known it was coming. Again, you've been working towards it, and you feel guided to do this, or maybe have, even though you've been running into obstacles, or you just kind of have known it would always work out. And then in November, you get news that it does. Now, this is also the Scorpio card, which we are in Scorpio for most of November until around November 21st, 22nd, around there we are, that's Scorpio time. So, it could be a Scorpio person who is, and that's their nature anyway. Scorpios, when they really care about someone, they are very protective. They are very, nurturing. They're definitely, they'll do anything to protect people that they care about. They're very loyal in that way, once you gain their trust. So if you have a Scorpio person, particularly a Scorpio female that's prominent in your life, really kind of listen to any advice or wisdom or guidance that they offer you, because I feel like it's right on the money, because they're picking up on more than just advice. It's coming from elsewhere. They're very psychically in tune. Now, finally, at the end of the month, we've got 3 of Wands in reverse. So this means, again, waiting is over. Your patience is paying off. New beginnings are afoot. We do have the Sun, and then we have this little Page of Swords, and we also have Ing, which is the rune of birth. So, whenever I have fertility here on the table, those of you that have been trying to get pregnant, if you wanted to start a family or adopt, if you've been wanting children, you could get news in November that, we're off to the races here. There's going to be a birth where there's going to be a baby. For some of you, this could be twins. With all of this child energy and with Ing, because it's kind of Gifu doubled here. Could very well be twins for many of you, especially if you've been like getting fertility treatments or getting help with that. That can sometimes happen depending on what method that you're using. But if it's not you, it could be someone in the family who's been wanting this for a long time, and they're going to make you, you know, an auntie or an uncle, or you know, a grandma or a grandpa, and you know, twice over maybe. So, but if this is not children, which it's not going to be in every case, if you've already had your children, you're like, I'm done with that. This can be again, just something that is finally done. Again, the wait is over, and now you can move on to something else. It's like in November, we're tying up loose ends, something that you've been waiting to come to fruition or really putting a lot of effort into. Now you've got it. You get news that you've got it, and you know, you're celebrating, and you know, you can move on to the next thing. So yeah, November, as we're coming up on the end of the year, it may be like December, you're thinking about, okay, well, what's next? But we'll see when we do next month's room scope. But all in all, a really good month for my crabs here. Just remember to heed any advice, any warnings that people are giving you, any messages coming to you even in dreams or through meditations. But it really, if you do that, which I think you'll take this person seriously, it's going to be an excellent month.